Sandra, you want to ask about your family room?
Yes. I have a wall unit in my family room that was a dark cherry color at one point, and now it's faded from the sun. I want to know if there's a product that I can use to tone it down to a warmer shade without having to strip it down totally.
Okay, good question. And we have brought Kimberley Seldon in, everyone, to answer that for you. Kimberley, what do you think?
Wow, lovely, lovely space. And when you look at the close-up of the cabinets, this is what Sandra's talking about. I guess the sun has gotten a hold of this area and sort of bleached it and made it a little bit lighter. So she doesn't want to paint. She doesn't want to have to strip. So is there an alternative? And the answer is yes, I think so. I think that you can get a Varathane with a color in it, and you're going to be looking for something like a walnut brown to tone down that red color. What I don't know is if there is a preparation step between this finish cabinet and putting on that Varathane. So that was a question I would ask our contractor, and he would know the answer. So definitely read the manufacturer's instructions, but I would think the answer is yes, there's something that will do that. Now you do have this very heavy red undertone. It's always going to be there. Even if you put something heavy and opaque on it as it begins to fade and those two stains will marry, it's still going to read through. So as you're thinking about the rest of the room, you want to make sure you're accommodating for that undertone in that paint when you're choosing a paint color, because that was the next question. If you look up here, you can see that the cabinet ends before the ceiling, right? So there's just a little stripe of wall showing there and just a smidge of a ceiling, which is white. So in my experience, I think it's much nicer and much cozier to have a TV room that's a cohesive, kind of warm, darker color. The only colors you really have to avoid are greens, because you've got a lot of red in here already. Green and red amplify each other. So avoid anything to do with green. My first choice would be a color that you said you liked and that works in your kitchen area as well, which would be something like Rocky Road, CC40. And then maybe you're going to go down to CC460 Inukshuk for the ceiling. So you just create a more seamless flow from top to bottom. And I actually like the idea that the kitchen and the family room, since they're open to one another, would be the same color anyway. Right? The point of paint is to make all the expensive stuff we buy look good. So you really want it to do its job and create spaces that are warm and inviting, but not necessarily have the paint be the thing that stands out.
Good. Good call.
Yeah.
Love that. You like that? Like it. Yeah, like it. Okay.